Months of turmoil back home meant Libyan pilgrims were some of the last ones to make it to Mecca. Group 111 arrived just one day before Hajj on a special journey. This hotel in the center of Mecca is packed with the families of men who died fighting Muammar Gaddafi. This year, every pilgrim selected from Libya is someone with a family member who died in battle, and the new government is paying for everything. Muftah Mohammed was a soldier in the Libyan army in the time of King Idris, and for years he tended to the king's horses. He became a police officer and retired after 30 years of service to his country.
There was no life under Gaddafi. Even if our children graduated from college, there was no work for them. Before Gaddafi, everything was okay and everyone loved each other. All that he did was make Libya's tribes fight amongst themselves.
One of his youngest sons was killed in a firefight with Gaddafi's soldiers in Sirte during the final days of war. He was too poor to make this pilgrimage during his lifetime. But the sacrifice of a son has given a father the chance to fulfill a lifelong dream.
My son Mustafa got injured, and his friend called out to him to get down and turn back. But Mustafa refused. He kept firing at Gaddafi's men until they shot him in the chest, and he fell back. The last thing he did before he died was smile.
Across the hall, another father who recently buried a son. Fawzi Abu Bakr was a teacher before the war. During the fighting, he drove young men and supplies to the front lines. One of those young men was his own son. Abu Bakr died just a few weeks before his father came to Mecca.
Both my sons were political prisoners under Gaddafi and were among the first people to join the rebels.
His son was studying to become a lawyer. He says he misses his boy, but that he's proud that his son died a martyr.
He was on the front line and he was killed when Gaddafi's men fired a mortar on his position. He died with 15 other fighters from his group.
For men like these, freeing their country from decades of tyrannical rule has meant personal tragedy. But they say they have no regrets, and that their sons died to guide Libya out of the darkness. Now, in Mecca, they say they'll pray for God to guide their country the rest of the way. Mohamed Vall, Al Jazeera, Mecca.